What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. My name's Andrew Jensen. It's a pleasure to see you. I'm doing something very different today, very ambitious if you want, and something that I've never done before, something that I think might be the only way I can convey how I feel and what happened and all of that. I'm gonna do this with no edits. I like to jump cut. I don't really edit the order of how I say things, but there's no edits in this. I want to give you just a raw, unfiltered, unedited reaction to Q School. As many of you know, it seemed like a lot of people were following along. I played bad, and like, it sucks. It sucks. It was that second round on my birthday, no less, the day I launched the Patreon page, which kind of a lackluster launch, and I'm still grateful. I'm still very, very grateful. And this day that my girlfriend's making all about me, my birthday, and just so lovingly, and I just played awful, and it was no fault but my own. The first round we played good. We got two really bad breaks. Had a ball clip some Spanish moss on the very first hole on my layup, and it never came down. And then we hit a shot that basically we lost it in plain sight. Couldn't find a golf ball. So those two double bogeys, and I shot 5 over with 3 doubles. So it wasn't awful. The second round was bad. The second round, oh, I'm in my garage, by the way. That's why you might hear some cars going by. But that second round, I couldn't shake negative thinking over the ball. I made good decisions. Colby and I worked really well together, but over the ball, I couldn't help but say, oh, don't do this, don't do that. And it all started on the very first hole, and I made a double bogey, and that 5-iron I hit left to the green. I had to lay up with a 5-iron on 16, and I didn't want to pull it left in the water, so I just almost shanked it. Couldn't find it, so that was a double bogey. And then just a bad bogey on 18, and I turned it 5 over, and then it just kind of kept getting worse. I never gave up. I still was making good commitments, good routines, taking care of the small things really well, but just making just the worst, like, right over the golf ball during the swing. And I'm not alone in that. People do this. It happens. And I would just hit a bad shot. And then, you add it all up, and it's 81. And I finished nicely. The last 4 holes I played 1 under and lipped out on the 7th and the 9th. It could have been a 3 under, 3 birdies to finish, and it was nice. My best friend Chad came out, and Kelly came out, and it was just put things in perspective a little bit, but it still beat me up. And then I go and check my email, and I check the video, and no one's clicked on the video to even watch it. And that was kind of surprising, and I'm not trying to sound ungrateful, but it added to my overall, like, what the hell am I gonna do? Like, I can't play golf. I can't afford to play golf, and clearly I'm not good enough. And there's people that post comments on it, and they're nice, they're positive, but they're backhanded, telling me I got a ways to go, or telling me, like, you shoot scores like this. Like, I know those scores aren't good enough, and I'm not worried about what people think of me. I'm doing this YouTube channel to just show the real, honest look behind the scenes, and I think that's what this video I want to do today in particular. And it sucks. Basically, after two rounds of Q School, I was 14 over par. I need to shoot 66, 66 to get a card, maybe. And I didn't even want to play that 3rd round, but something clicked when I got to the course. It was dark out, and I hit my very first strike in my warm-up. I was reminded that I work really hard, and I'm a very good golfer, in spite of what some people in the comments want to say, in spite of what a score says. Like, I have the ability to play really good golf, and I just had something really good click that allowed me to have a great focus over the golf ball and be able to silence those negative thoughts over the golf ball. And I was very present, and all I said to myself over every single shot was, like right over in address, right over the ball. Just hit this shot good. No different than when you're on the driving range. You're hitting that shot. You're not worried about the next shot. You're not worried about the shot before. And I did that, and I played so good in that third round. It ended up as 70. It realistically was 66. It was a 66 turned into 70 save for soft lip outs, like just the softest, dirtiest lip outs. So it was encouraging, and it wasn't like from one low to one high. It was just reaffirming that I'm not down, I'm not out, or I'm down, but I'm not out, and there still is a lot of other golf to play this summer, but I wanted to play on the Canadian Tour. I wanted to play on the Mackenzie Tour, and I couldn't make sense of it. Why would someone reach out from overseas, from the UK, and want to send me, and why would there be this outpouring of support and people praying for me and just everybody wanting to see me do well, and here I just didn't do well, and I couldn't make sense of it after the second round, and I had so many questions but no answers, and it's very easy to throw in the towel, especially at my age. I'm 34, as some people like to remind me, and especially on Reddit, people love to think that I'm not gonna make it, and that's cool. That's people's opinions. That's fine. It's not the end of the world, but it's not nice to read. But hey, that's that. But yeah, I played good on Thursday, and I kind of reminded myself that I can play good golf, and I went out there today with the same focus, and maybe because of the long week and the immense amount of stress and emotional drain and the exhaustion from round 2, but I was just a little beat up and a bit exhausted and a little bit sloppy today, but it was still going all right. I was 1 under on the front 9, and I did miss 3 short putts, like 3 putts inside 4 or 5 feet. It sucked. Like I just bad strokes, pushed them, pulled them, and it's just sloppy. And then I missed another short one on 12, on 11, so now I'm even par. Got a bad bounce on 12 for it to trickle all the way down over the green, and it's like a slope like this to chip up, and I didn't hit a good chip, so it rolled back down, and I chipped up, and then I don't know, I had 12 feet for bogey, and I 3-putted. Bad putt, you know, and then it just, so now we're 3 over for the day, and made a birdie, but then I just made a sloppy swing, so a bogey, and then a sloppy chip for a bogey, and then finally birdied 17, and then 18 I said, hey, whatever, I'm taking driver. I've been hitting 2-iron all week, and I smashed driver, and then I hit sandwich to 8 feet, and I'm just lip out, like soft lip out on the low side, like hey. So I shot 75 today, so I finished 15 over par at Q School with 6 double bogeys and a triple bogey. So it's right there. I mean, my caddy told me after 3 rounds I was tied 9th in birdies for the tournament. So I'm making the birdies. You know, I made 3 birdies the first round, 3 birdies the second round, 6 birdies the third round, 3 birdies today, and an eagle today. So when it's good, but there's just, the big numbers were bad, and then that round 2 was just, the round 2 was the nail in the coffin, and I tried to fight back, and I didn't quit. A year ago, I probably would have withdrawn, honestly. I would have let that second round really beat me up. I would have isolated myself, and I even said to Kelly I'd rather have been alone, but she didn't let me. It was my birthday, and she wanted to make it known that I'm still that I matter, and that, you know, it is going to be okay. So I'm so grateful for her, and I didn't quit. And sure, I didn't go out and shoot 66, but I played good golf, and I'm encouraged moving forward. What am I going to play moving forward? Well, it looks like I'm going to go and do Great Lakes Tour stuff through the month of May, and that hopefully that can propel me into some Quebec-based stuff. It's going to be hard. The money's really tight, as some people like to think in these comments that just because the channel has 8,000 plus subscribers that I'm making a lot of money on YouTube. That it's not true. The Patreon page is something to help, and the YouTube revenue helps, and the affiliate links help, but it's still not enough to pay your rent and pay to enter tournaments. But that's okay if I keep working hard and play good tournaments. That can take care of itself, and I want to keep growing this channel. I mean, after the second round, I was ready to just be like, great, I'm bad at golf. Everyone in this community is probably fed up with seeing me play poorly. But the very next day, I played the best competitive round of golf I've played in months. So that was encouraging, and I need to draw on that, and I did good stuff again today. So I'm drawing on that. In April, maybe I'll play an event in Orlando if I can justify the expense, because I do love tournament play, and I do love where I'm trending, and I found something that I haven't tapped into probably in close to since 2010. 2010, I tee it up every day, and I was in the mix no matter what events I was playing, and I found a bit of that in that second round, or in that third round yesterday, and a bit today. And unfortunately my energy levels just kind of dipped off, because no matter how you play at Q School, if you're right at the top or you're fighting in the middle or you're down at the bottom, Q School is so exhausting and so draining. Like, all I want to do is sleep for 3 days. Q School is like nothing else. It's like no other tournament. It's just a grind, and I was lucky to be at home, but that was a whole new experience as well. But I wouldn't trade it. But yeah, guys, this is the uncut, unedited reaction to Q School, to failing. It sucks. I'm not beating myself up, but it's like I don't know what's next. I can look at a schedule and piece together a schedule, and it's going to be a more expensive schedule, and it's not going to be playing for as much prize money as if I had made the Mackenzie Tour. And sure, I can still try to Monday web events, Mackenzie Tour events. I can get myself into Mackenzie Tour events through good play, and on Toronto, on the Great Lakes Tour, and Quebec. Like, there's still so much opportunity out there. But obviously when you set a goal and you work towards that goal and you fail, you don't achieve it, whether you miss it by a stroke or miss it by 15 strokes, you still miss it, and it sucks, and it hurts, and it stings, and you got to go back to the drawing board. And I'm not alone in this. Only 40 players got status this week, and I don't know what the final number will be, but even guys ranked 30 to 40, they're not going to get in any tournaments. They're going to have to Monday qualify. So really, the guys in like the top 25, like, you're going to get starts. So it's almost 100 players this week are in the same boat I'm in, and it's tough. It's how you bounce back. It's how you handle it. But at my age, this has happened a lot, and it beats me up and makes you wonder, should you stop? Should you do something else? And it's tough. Those aren't fun thoughts. And like anyone in any career, when you think about maybe you're underachieving or you need to change, like, it's tough. And I know a lot of people can sympathize and know what I'm going through, even if it's not because of golf. Like, I'm not trying to sit here and be like, woe is me. I don't think this is something to be like, I need sympathy or a pat on the back. Like, I'm going to be okay, but I just wanted to show, because I've made a really good effort with this channel to show you guys what goes on, and this is the ultimate of what goes on. And that's not to say everything before this has been polished and plasticky and all that. Like, I'm very real and honest with you guys, but no jump cuts, no B-roll, just me, uncut, unedited, letting you guys in on the disappointment of not succeeding at Q School. And like I said, I'm not doing this to ask for sympathy or ask for a pat on the back or encouragement. This is just like some vulnerability, and when I stand on a stage and talk about my health, vulnerability is everything. And I think a lot of athletes shy away from vulnerability because we're meant to be tough, and we're meant to just brush it off and go on to the next. But you can be frustrated, you can be hurt, you can be down, and I am, but I'll be okay. But I just wanted to let you guys in, and this may be, I don't know if anyone's watching to the end. Thanks for sticking around. I'm excited about what we can do with this channel, but to be honest, right now, I feel like I let you guys down a hair because, what am I gonna upload now when there's viewers that are like, oh, he's a professional golfer, but he's sucking. But I'm not saying that because I want you to say you didn't let us down or anything like that. Like, that's just, these are the thoughts. That's just how thoughts come and they go. It'll be cool. We'll do a Q&A next week. Should be getting my new clubs pretty soon. We can do new what's in the bag. Gonna hopefully play a tournament in April, do a tournament vlog. I'm just gonna have to get creative and figuring out a schedule and figuring out how much time I can manage to get quality time with my girlfriend, because it's gonna be tough. Making the Mackenzie Tour would have been the best for us and trying to spend time together. I only would have been away for 3-4 weeks at a time, come home for a week, 3-4 weeks, come home for a week. Whereas now, I might be away for a month, 6 weeks, get a break, 6 weeks. That's not fun at 34 when you're with someone you love and you want to spend as much time as you can with them. So that was in my head on the second round, but hey, what can you do? You just got to roll with it. We'll do it. She's the best support system I could ask for, so we'll do it. It's gonna be hard, but we'll do it. But what's next? I don't know what's next, guys. I do know that I'm gonna keep making videos because I love it. So if you've stuck around this long, thank you. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, because we are getting close to 10,000. And in spite of how I played, TaylorMade, Adidas, Live View, everyone still believes in what we're doing on this channel, so that's really, really cool. The plug wasn't getting pulled if I didn't get my tour card, because there's still a lot of good golf to be played. So subscribe, because we're close to 10,000, and when we get to 10,000, we're going to do a pretty awesome giveaway. And if you want to hit that Patreon link, I'd be very grateful. I'll see you guys basically with either the Q&A or my what's in the bag. Peace.